This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Welcome back to the show. You know, there is something magical when a child hears a live orchestra from the first time. And I've had the privilege for many, many years of having a front row seat to seeing children hear those first strains of an orchestra. And that's thanks to the Children's Concert Series, sponsored by the Waco Symphony Council and performed by the amazing Baylor Symphony Orchestra. And I'm delighted to welcome to the show today Jeffrey Grogan. And you have recently come back to Baylor as head of the orchestra. Now you have a very formal title, and I can never remember what it is. But
I'm still. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
It doesn't. It doesn't. So it is
Mary Franks Thompson Professor of Orchestral Studies.
There you go. There you go. Well, it is a delight to have you here because the whole idea of children's concerts is something very near and dear to your heart. And I'm excited to get to know more about your experience and background with that and just your earlier days in Waco at Baylor. So first of all, welcome. And
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. When did you want to go into music?
Well, it was clear to me when I saw Star Wars between my 4th and 5th grade year.
Oh, yeah.
And the only way to relive the movie back then was to buy the 2-record set.
Oh, yes.
So I would listen to it for literally 3 hours, 4 hours a night on my dad's stereo, and eventually started conducting. And every time I conducted the London Symphony, they sounded great.
Didn't they sound good?
So that was the beginning of it, and I knew that was, I was just completely hooked from that point forward. But my elementary school teacher also took us to see the Dallas Symphony growing up.
So you grew up where?
Cedar Hill, Texas,
Cedar Hill,
outside of
okay.
Dallas.
All right. Were you a musician? Did you start taking piano in the 2nd grade or?
No, started with a band in the 6th grade,
Okay.
like so many of us in Texas, and that's kind of where my musical journey
Okay.
began.
And your instrument of choice?
French horn,
Very good.
yes.
Very good. So you got to Baylor. Tell me about
Uh,
your time at Baylor
Sure.
before this
Yeah.
recent iteration.
I was associate director of bands and director of the Golden Wave Marching Band.
Bugwub.
An organization that's still near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there's 6 of those students from that time. I teach their 3 children at Baylor now. So
Make you feel old?
it does, but it's also
It's good.
It's a really good feeling. And
Mhm.
and my dear colleague at the time, Stephen Hyde, was the person that was really giving my experience early on with orchestra,
Mhm.
and he gave me my first experience conducting the Baylor Symphony during that time. I was doing sectionals for his pieces, but then eventually with the Waco Symphony,
Yeah.
I conducted the Sorcerer's Apprentice by Dukas.
Oh, how
Yeah.
fun. Well, he gave me my opportunity to narrate the children's symphony concerts way more than 20 years ago. I've kind of forgotten how many years. I know the first the big piece in that concert was Tubby the Tuba. That had a lot of
Right.
narration, so he
Yes.
asked me to do that. And there was, a little time I'd lead out in a song or something because we had 4th and 5th graders, just so everybody understands what the Children's Concert Series is. And that is for 4th and 5th graders throughout Central Texas, and there'll be a total of 6,000 of them come for 3 different concerts during the day. This is all going to be happening on Thursday the 5th, so we're a week out. So I'm pretty excited about this year's concert. So tell me about it. What will be on it?
Well, it's basically we're going to tie it into emotions and the different pieces and how to experience those emotions through the music that we play.
Hmm.
We're playing mostly excerpts, about 3-4 minutes, just these fast pops, and then we talk to them about it. We introduce them to the instruments in the orchestra,
Hmm.
and then we're also going to talk about the conductor of the orchestra, and we're planning to have some students from the audience actually conduct the Baylor Symphony.
Now that's a first. In all my years of doing this, we've never done this before, which is going to be so much fun. Now, we almost always, when Stephen was director of orchestral studies, and then Miguel, there would be Harth Bedoya, the rest of his name, uh, when they would have their student conductors conduct several pieces of the
Mhm.
children's concert. So you'll be doing that as well. Have some of your student conductors doing it as well?
Correct. We have two graduate students in conducting at Baylor, and they'll be helping, and they've also helped design the show as well.
Well, that's fun. Yeah,
Mhm.
to have them help craft it. So there's some very familiar composers, I understand. So tell me what some of these pieces are going to be.
Sure. It's Shostakovich Festive Overture, which is just feel good, very high energy,
Yeah.
and then we have some excerpts from Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah, I know. I
So
love
that
it. I
that
love it.
second movement is just so incredibly gorgeous,
Hmm.
and then some triumphant moments from that as well. A little bit from, I don't know if I want to spoil the fun, but it's we threw in How to Train Your Dragon,
Oh, good.
and that's actually, we wanted something that the students might immediately
Oh,
relate
they'll go
to.
crazy.
Yes, yes. So, and that's also the piece that they're going to conduct,
Okay.
the student conductors from the audience.
Hmm.
So we hope that'll be a lot of fun for them.
Yeah, usually there's dancers. Will you have
Mhm.
dancers this year?
Joy School of Dance,
Okay, good.
which has been doing it for a long time.
Uh-huh.
There's a show that's been popular lately about the Addams family called Wednesday,
Hmm.
and a lot of the young students actually watch that show, and there's a lot of Prokofiev that's played in there, in particular the Montagues and the Capulets, because
Hmm.
Wednesday plays the cello, and so they use that theme a lot in there. So Joy's School of Dance is going to do some choreography to that one.
Oh, that will be fun. Well, again, it is such a joy for me to be there to see the students. And I know sometimes they'll come in and the little girls will be in a velvet dress with pearls. I mean, and the little guys have their little clip-on ties because they're going to the symphony. But I love it. I mean, honestly, that first strain of live music for many of these children, they've never heard it before, and they'll jump. I mean, they will really, it will startle them, which is fun, but they will often conduct sometimes from their seats. I mean, I just love doing this,
They're
doing this gig. This is one of my favorite things I do all year.
They
Yeah.
are going to get a little training session in conducting
Good.
so that everybody will be able to do it, and then we'll choose some some
Okay.
some folks to come up and lead the orchestra, which should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And stand on that beautiful, beautiful podium. Conducting is such a unique role, though. People might be surprised to know what is life like for a conductor.
Which part?
Well, there's a lot of study involved. I mean, do
Yes.
you practice
Yeah.
conduct, with headphones on and
Yeah. No, maybe early on there was more of
uh-huh.
that, just when you're learning your language. But I
Sure.
think I think mostly now it's study, and really good orchestras. I think that play well, they tend to not need a lot of help in playing
Mhm.
together. So our job is to sort of start a tempo and then they maintain it. Then it's about introducing artistic ideas about the piece, the things that aren't necessarily on the page.
Mhm.
And you present these ideas and people either go along with. I mean, it's really musical charades. I mean, that's our whole life. And so some conductors, they're better than others about not talking about it and being able to actually express it
Mhm.
non-verbally, and that's kind of what we train to do. Besides knowing the music in depth, and um, but it's mostly about those decisions that aren't on the page
Yeah.
that make it interesting.
And then, putting the right pieces together so it flows. I mean, you're like a
Programming.
producer.
Correct.
from that standpoint.
A lot of group psychology.
Well,
People,
yeah,
you know.
right. And like I say, what are they going to resonate with? And I can guarantee you those kids are going to lose their minds when
You know,
How to Train a Dragon comes on.
we have these conducting workshops, and a lot of times there are different conductors that get up right after another
Uh-huh.
to work with the orchestras, and it's amazing that the orchestras will sound completely different from person to person.
Isn't that funny?
Mhm.
And why is that?
It's I think it has to do with a person's spirit, just their charisma, the way they move, the way they make motion, can change color. There's so many, and orchestras try to basically, go along hopefully with the idea that the conductor has about dynamics or shaping or those sorts of things.
Hmm. So there's a lot of discussion ahead of time before you actually begin the rehearsal of the music, kind of talking it through.
With the players,
Uh-huh.
no,
Not really.
no.
Well, I mean, they're all trained. They all know, they've rehearsed their part.
Right,
Hopefully.
exactly, right.
They know it. Yeah.
And in the professional world, professional musicians actually prefer not a lot of talking.
Okay.
They just want to do. And
Yeah.
if somebody's trained to do this, then they can get up there, and you can sometimes do a concert on no rehearsals,
Yeah.
by watching what's happening. Just the nonverbal communication coming from the podium.
Hmm. It has been exciting for me to see across the years the different student conductors that would come up and how they've gone up to really impressive careers.
Yes.
Women conductors. I mean,
Mhm.
it's really Baylor has got such an incredible school of music,
Yeah,
as you know.
it's an honor to come back.
Yeah. So where were you in between? Tell me about.
Mostly in New York.
Okay.
I led. Well, I worked with the New Jersey Symphony professional orchestra there for 11 seasons,
Mhm.
and taught at Ithaca College Conservatory, which was my first job after Baylor doing orchestra. So um, but that was most of it. But I did so many of these concerts, the children's concerts with the
Mhm.
New Jersey Symphony, and we would do sometimes 10 different concerts, sold out halls. I think it was 40,000 students a year
Wow.
that we presented to, and it was just so much fun. And our whole staff worked on putting those scripts together and the programs, and we worked with an education team, and it was just really neat to get teacher feedback.
Mhm.
And we've worked with the amazing Paula Hoover on this program, and she's been a wonderful
Yeah, through
resource.
WISD.
Mhm.
She then gets to the music teachers all across the
Mhm.
area, multiple school districts, that are bringing kids to this, and they will have already had a chance to become familiar with the music, which is huge.
It is huge. That familiarity really helps.
Hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, it is like a machine, like a military operation to have all these buses come in. And that first concert is like 9 o'clock in the morning. And then the next one is 11 ish or so. And then there's a little break for lunch, and the Symphony Council feeds the orchestra
Mhm.
a little lunch, and then back and do another concert at 1. I have to eat my Wheaties that day. It can be a bit of a workout, but it's so much fun. It is so much fun, and you will notice, I'm sure, there's a difference in the crowds depending on what time of day
That's
it
true. I
is.
bet.
Yeah,
And I know doing this a lot that the chemistry of each group of students
yeah,
is so different.
yeah.
But they're always a lot of fun.
Well, for me, it was a rite of passage. I grew up in Waco, went to Dean Highland Elementary School, and when you got to the fourth grade, you got to go to Children's Symphony. And I will never forget, my mother drove, well, they carpooled, the moms drove the kids. And so we came, and Dean Daniel Sternberg was conducting the Baylor Symphony, and they did Peter and the Wolf.
Wow.
So you can
Yeah.
imagine my joy when I got to narrate Peter and the Wolf in the subsequent years. A couple of times. I think we've done it a couple of times. There are these classics for kids. Do you have a favorite children's piece? like that? Like
You know,
the
there's
thrill of the orchestra and
the young person's guide.
yeah, that's always a good one.
I don't know if I have a favorite.
We never repeated Tubby the Tuba.
Yeah.
Maybe there was
Well,
a reason for that.
It's been done a lot. There's Carnival of the Animals.
Oh gosh, I think we've done pieces from it, but I don't know we've ever done the whole
Mhm.
thing in the past. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I've said, I will crawl over broken glass to be there to do.
We're glad
to
you're
do
going to be a
this.
part of that.
Oh
and-
man,
and
I'm
You can
I'm
teach
so
us a
thrilled.
lot about it because you've been doing it for a bit.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. We got a dress rehearsal the night before, so that's going to be wonderful. And just welcome back. I have to say welcome
Thank
back
you.
to you, Jeffrey, because we're just thrilled that you're back in Waco and that you know the culture.
Yes, that's
You know?
right.
And you know the gig. You know what we're doing and what we're all about with Children's Symphony. So thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you need to come back. We'll talk more about other kind of music
Perfect.
and what's going on with Baylor Symphony.
Looking
So
forward to it.
stay with us, though. There is more of the show ahead.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
What is that? 16
Don't roll down your window. Don't act like you're fine. We both know the problem is you won't be mine. Don't put on that smile. Don't put on that face. We both know the truth is we're both out of place. 'Cause we belong together. And I know in my heart of hearts it's true. I came to a red light in the car next to me. I saw the angel, hey, who set my heart free. Honey, you look good in your shades in the sun. My heart won't stop throbbing. I know you're the one. 'Cause we belong together. And I know in my heart of hearts it's true. But you rolled down the window. You gave me that smile. You're too good looking. You're too darn beautiful. The space down between us, this wall you put up, I can't grasp the feeling we're no longer in love. And the fact is, I know that I deserve it. And the issue at hand is not my broken heart. 'Cause I can deal with the pain, I can move on day by day. But that moment at the stoplight hurts like hell. together. And I know in my heart of hearts it's true.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
The reason that their service is outstanding because the people they have working, behind the desk and the folks working out in the garage, taking care of business. And they give you a date, they give you a time, and they're spot on. And they're professional, they take care of it, and they answer all your questions, and they're fun to work with.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking about an organization that is quietly and faithfully walking alongside families who feel that life is a bit overwhelming. The Tri-Cities Ministries mission is simple and powerful. It's building community, bridging gaps, and bringing good news. And so that's what we're going to talk about today with my wonderful guest, Ryan Simpson. First of all, tell me, what is Tri-Cities Ministries?
Yeah, I mean, plain and simple, you said it. We are a collective of churches, multi-denominational, that have come together to do exactly that, bridge gaps, build community, and bring the good news. We are there to help people in the North Waco areas just be able to live through those struggling spots that sometimes find us. Not necessarily a handout by any means, more of a hand up and a helping them get to be out of that crisis mode.
Yeah, the 76707 zip code.
76705 and 76640 are the main ones we serve.
Okay, all right. Because I think in North Waco, there are a lot of needy areas. Mm-hmm. So how did this come about? How did Tri-Cities Ministries get established?
Yeah, so over 40 years ago, the police chief, if I remember correctly, of Belmead actually approached the Ministerial Alliance in the Belmead, Lacey, Lakeview areas and said, hey, we've got this need. Is anybody able to help? And so through that Ministerial Alliance, it slowly started to form. And just for a long time, the pastors themselves helped people. But then as the need became recognized and grew, they were able to make it a 501c3 and hire a director, and here we are.
And so that's how you got involved.
Yes, ma'am.
So what kind of drew you to this work?
I've always been a little bit involved with ministry in the past. It was youth ministry and church work. And then my wife and I actually moved back to the Waco area from Galveston for a few years. And I had a friend call me up and say, hey, I know you're back in the area, and I know you're wanting to get back in ministry. Go check this place out. They're hiring for a new director. You'd be a great fit. Mm-hmm. I, of course, did not listen. I ignored him for about a month, and he called me back and said, hey, I know you ignored me. I actually ran into one of the board of directors and told them to look for your resume. So now don't make me look bad.
Okay.
Go apply. Yes, understood. I
yeah.
hear you, Lord.
Sometimes it takes more than a couple of little, knocks.
Absolutely. Even then, I still wasn't 100% sure because
Yeah.
nonprofit world's a lot. But as I read the job description out loud, my wife stopped me and said, "Why are you still reading?
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is what you want to do." And I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So the women are usually right.
Well, just that you're a team.
You are a
You
team,
make
very much so.
but
Very much so.
sometimes she's got some good ideas. I would think. Your motto is though building community, bridging gaps, bringing good news.
Yep.
So what does that look like in real life?
So in real life, on a weekly basis, we're open every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And no appointments necessary. People can just walk in if they need help.
Where are you located?
Actually at St. Paul Lutheran Church in Belmead. They're one of our partner churches. They're gracious enough to host our offices for us.
They have a wonderful quilting ministry.
They do.
I have had those ladies on the show.
Love their
Love
quilting
them.
ministry.
Yeah.
They get together every week.
I know. They're loads of fun. They're loads of fun.
So we're open on Tuesdays, and people can just come in and say, "Hey, here's my need." They go through a little intake process, and then they meet with our case managers, which are volunteers from the churches or from the community. We also partner with Baylor School of Social Work.
Mm-hmm.
They provide a couple interns for us
Good.
and let them get practice while helping the community.
So people come to you with a need. Is it like tangible things like we're going to give you a box of food, or is it just money, or what?
No, so sometimes it's food.
Mhm.
We help with food. We
And so do you have a food pantry there at the church?
specifically this church, no.
Okay.
One of our other partner churches actually holds our food pantry.
Okay.
And then other churches will donate and we'll get them all to the food pantry.
Good.
Have a couple
Good.
volunteers that bring over the food bags for us. It's very much the hands and feet of Jesus being activated and working.
It's hard for people to hear the gospel if they're hungry,
Yes.
or in need.
Ever since I took over, I said, I don't necessarily want anybody to leave empty-handed if we can help that.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that's as simple as saying, here's some other resources because
Yeah,
we
right.
can't, but these people can.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we definitely help with food. One of the other things we help with is if they are in between jobs and they're trying to get to medical appointments or job interviews, we do have gas cards that we'll help with.
Good.
It's not much, but it's enough to get you to the doctor's appointment if that's what's needed, or the job interview. Because again, we want to help them see them through the crisis, not just bounce around, right? We want to see stability.
Right.
And then the other part of it is, hey, I can't pay my water bill, or hey, my electric bill is $600 this month. What can we do?
Yeah.
So we'll sit down, we'll form a plan with them, and then we'll help with it.
Mm-hmm. So how many churches are involved in this ministry?
Now 14.
14.
14. We just signed another partner church to start the year off. So we now have 14 churches.
Oh, that's wonderful. So how does faith, your Christian faith, how does that serve the people? I mean, how are you sharing the gospel with everybody who comes through the door?
So we do not discriminate. If you come in and you're not a believer, that's fine.
Okay.
We, on our intake forms, we ask on there if you would like somebody to pray with you, if you would like church info. And then I tell all my volunteers, like, it's okay to feel the Spirit. And if you feel like the Lord's leading to ask them verbally those same things, absolutely. And we've had people say, no, we're good. And we've had other people, break down in tears and just welcome the prayers and welcome the connections with other churches. One of my favorite things is one of our volunteers is actually one of the pastors that are partnered with us. And so when that pastor's there, you can see the pastor heart coming out.
Oh, yeah.
And just being able to say, hey, why don't you come to church this Sunday, meet the congregation, come and be surrounded by community.
Let us love on you.
There's something special in there.
Yeah, Yeah.
And I love it.
I never have understood how people can go through any kind of a crisis situation and not have a body of believers
Yeah.
to lift them up and to surround them.
Yeah.
It's just got to be horrible.
Yeah. I mean,
to be
isolation
like
is
that. Yeah.
is detrimental to ourselves, to our spirits, to
Yeah.
who we are.
So you've talked about the emergency assistance program. What kinds of situations are families facing? I mean, you mentioned, maybe needing a gas card, or a light bill paid. What other kinds of things have you seen?
It usually revolves around some type of loss of hours at work, or families splitting apart.
Oh.
We've had single moms come in saying, the husband or boyfriend or whatever the situation is, recently left, and now I'm stuck with all the bills. Seen the other side of that also. The dad's coming in and saying, "Hey, she left. I've got 4 kids and 6,000 bills now. What can we help with?" And so, I mean, it's kind of run the whole gamut of what you would expect. Recently, we had a client. I'm trying to identify in my brain.
Right. Don't share any names, obviously, or anything, but yeah.
We've had a client come in that was disabled and needing a bed. And that's not something we typically help with. But as we got to know her through case management, we were able to reach out to one of our church partners and say, "Hey, is there anybody that can help with this?" One of them had a connection here in town and got her a brand new bed. So it's like I said, it's activating the hands and feet of Christ and just putting it all into action.
And many hands together do make the work light,
Absolutely.
as they say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I couldn't do this if it wasn't for the many other hands. Not at all.
No, and it'd be overwhelming for sure. So when someone walks in the door, walk me through the process. What's the first thing that happens?
So they'll walk through the door and they'll see typically an older gentleman and a sweet little lady sitting at our welcome desk that welcomes them in. They'll ask for their ID if they have one, and what they're there for. What just something that's short that they can jot down on the intake form.
Yeah, what do you need?
They'll then go into kind of the fellowship hall area, and we have snacks and waters in there for them to feel comfortable and, again, not go hungry. And then they fill out a little online form for me that comes back to us in the main office, where we can kind of see the gist of what they're there for. And after a few minutes of letting my case managers review that, they'll come out, call them out, and they'll go into a room by themselves, so that way the situation stays private. And they'll talk for however long is needed. I remember one of my instructions with my volunteers is, we're not a doctor's office. It doesn't, we're not on a time factor. If it takes 15 minutes, great. If it takes an hour to just talk with them and meet them where they're at, that's okay.
Right.
I have the volunteers to be able to do that, and they understand that, so it's great. So we'll talk with them, figure out the game plan for whatever's needed, and then we'll let them go and say, "Okay, let us know, when X, Y, and Z happens, so we can make this happen," and we go from there.
Yeah. So that case management is such a vital part of the process.
Absolutely. And honestly, I wish more people would do it.
Yeah.
That way they could really experience what that looks like and be able to check off some goals that everybody knows that we have. If they're struggling with housing, then be able to say, "Okay, I want to be in stable housing in 6 months." And then come do case management with us. Let us walk that 6 months with you.
Right.
So that way we can say, "Okay, what's the next step now for stable housing?" and be able to get you to that point.
Yeah, it may mean some instruction on money management.
Yep.
I mean, it could
Absolutely.
be all kinds of things to help get them to that goal.
Yeah. So I pride ourselves on the case management is their goals,
Yeah.
not ours. We have strategies. We have professionals that can help with different areas, but it's their goals. And so that's what we focus on. We want them to know that they've achieved and that they can continue to
somebody's
achieve.
not going to just tell them how to live their lives.
Right, exactly.
I mean, life coaching, that's a whole nother thing.
Absolutely.
You could go somewhere else for that. A little more immediate needs that you're meeting right now, right?
Yeah. We try to step into that area of crisis and say, okay, this is what we're struggling with. What can we do?
Yeah.
And get it done.
Awesome. So much more I want to talk to you about all this, Ryan, but we're going to take a quick break and we'll hear from these sponsors. Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Island Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues and those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
We're here with Ryan Simpson of Tri-Cities Ministries, and this is, how long has it been around? How old is this organization?
Over 40 years, technically, as a 501c3 since 2017.
Okay.
So I always like to give that clarification.
Okay, very, very good. You place a strong emphasis on loving your neighbor. So how does that play out in your outreach?
So we aim to do a lot of different community events. We have something almost every quarter.
Yeah.
Ranging from our community worship services that anybody and everybody's welcome to come be a part of, to school backpack drives. One of my favorite ones that's actually coming up, March 21st, we are having our Kickin' It event. It's
Kickin' It.
Kickin' It. It is essentially a kickball game, but with first responders.
How
so
fun.
we invite the first responders, police, and fire from Belmead and Lacey Lakeview to come out, be a part of the community, and just play some kickball with the community.
I haven't played kickball since I was in elementary school.
You and me both, and I don't know
fun,
that
though.
I can, but we're gonna. I may get out there and try it this year. I have a 3-year-old, so I think he's old enough to get out there and try to kick it.
I
Which
think he'll.
that means
love
Dad's
that.
getting out there too. So.
Yeah, so there are partnerships that you do have with schools and community organizations. So why is that so important for what you do?
Without community, people lose identity. And we all think, especially in today's world, our identity is wrapped up in the online image.
Yeah, your Facebook, whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not. Our identity is who we surround ourselves with, and ultimately in Christ. But, iron sharpens iron. Who we hang out with matters. Who we surround ourselves with matters. Right. And so it's just so important that we continue to remember that and grow positive community. And so I try to provide positive community events that reflect that.
Yeah, so these wellness events and community gatherings, they're strengthening families, right?
Yes. I'm glad you said wellness events. I forgot about that one. We pair our wellness event with our backpack giveaways. And so I invite different partners for the wellness event to come out and be able to just share free resources with the community members, the family members, oftentimes the school parents, the ones that are, they're already getting school supplies. And so they probably need info on how to take care of your body, what you can eat, what's the healthy options.
Sure.
Last year, I had everybody ranging from Stretch Lab Waco to Public Health District to Natural Grocers. at our wellness event.
Good.
So trying to, again, just provide people a whole room of different options that could be beneficial for them.
Yeah, sounds like you do have a lot of support.
I try to.
Can always have more. Can always have more.
Always have more.
Now, according to what I have, you're helping about 35 families a month. Is that right? Are those?
Yeah, give or take. You make me realize how outdated my website is. I would say it's probably closer to averaging 40 right now.
Okay.
For anybody that's good with math out there, last year our numbers total, we helped with about 615
Wow.
families throughout 2025. And I would say 2026 is looking to be about the same, if not a little bit more,
Really?
with how it's already gone in January and February so far.
Mm-hmm. What kind of volunteer opportunities are there? I mean, I would imagine your case managers need to be somebody with some training in that area, or do you
Yes.
provide training for folks?
We can provide some basic training. It helps if you have some background in it,
Right.
but it's not required.
Okay.
One of my greeters that is there frequently is a former officer. He's a former cop. He knows how to talk to people, but in a little bit different manner than than what he's doing for me.
Yeah.
But we can provide training. What I can't provide is how to talk to people. I'd like for you to know that one.
Right.
But yeah, so we provide different opportunities, whether that's partnership on Tuesdays, coming in, being a case manager, being a greeter. If you're good at technology, I have plenty of things that I would
I was
love
going to say
help with.
your website could take a little.
Yeah, if you are website inclined, let me know.
Yeah, good.
But I mean, if you're good at social media, come on. I'd love the help. I wear all the hats, and so
sounds like you're doing all.
it
of
would be
the
great
things.
to have some volunteers that
Yeah.
could take some of those hats.
Yeah, but for some of your volunteers, what kind of feedback do you get from them with this work?
It's always life-giving.
Yeah.
Every week, this last week, for instance, it was a lot of people. We weren't expecting. I mean, you never really know what to expect, but in the mornings, you can kind of have a feel for it. We weren't expecting as many as we got.
Really?
And so at the end of the day, I was exhausted. But when they were leaving, they all just said this was great. It was so good to be able to talk to this many people.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back next week.
Oh,
Okay, thanks.
thank you. May your tribe increase.
Yes.
Well, I've spoken with Bob Gager with Shepherd's Heart, and the food needs are just incredible. You know, the people that come to his agency looking for food, and there's just an increased need for food and hygiene items. Is that what families are telling you as they come in?
Yeah, absolutely. We probably go through at least a dozen food bags a week. And I mean, food's such a high need and such a basic need.
It's a basic need.
I mean, we take for granted how easy it is for us to access food, especially with Baylor being here and all the restaurants available to us. But
we access it a little too
sometimes
well.
too much.
A little too much, yeah.
But there's people out there
Yeah.
that they don't know
Right.
where that next meal is, and that's not people, in the third world countries, them too, but that's happening here within our own town.
Yeah.
So absolutely, the need is high. Bob's absolutely right. And I'll even give him a plug. There's actually a food pantry from Shepherd's Heart in the parking lot with us. And I tell clients all the time, I'm like, come in, see us, go get in line.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
it's
got
okay.
his mobile pantry. Right there,
It
you
is
go.
okay to
Yeah.
come see us and then to go get in that food line.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
that's another story of someone
it
who
is.
saw a need.
Yep.
And it's just grown into an amazing ministry and helped so many people. What items are most needed now? And can folks, should they maybe just donate to Shepherd's Heart? Do they need to contact you? What?
They can definitely continue to donate to Shepherd's Heart.
Right.
We, like I mentioned earlier, we do have our own food pantry. I try not to pull things from Shepherd's Heart or anybody else. I let
Yeah.
ours be more locally locally given in-kind
Mm-hmm.
donation style. They're welcome to donate food items to me.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Non-perishable, obviously.
non-perishable,
Yeah, right,
preferably.
right.
If they're perishable, it's got to go quick, and I can't always guarantee that one.
Mm-hmm.
But we have the places to be able to store them. We have the capability of that, and we go through it.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned hygiene items. We're giving out hygiene kits frequently as well. And I mean, those are also simple things. There's, packs of baby wipes and toothbrushes and toothpaste and little soaps and laundry detergent, things that most of us probably buy in bulk just so we don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, there's a whole population that
could really use it.
Mm-hmm. So.
Mm-hmm. Your ministry, though, is rooted in Scripture, and I love
Mm-hmm.
talking about God's Word. 1 John 4:7. Let's talk about that. How does that verse guide your work?
Just the truth in it. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is, the true ministry.
Yeah.
Is, and the
loving
the world will know
neighbor.
us by our love.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what it says. So
one of my favorite things about just driving from that verse is just how the unification of the churches that we partner with.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of set them. I mean, in today's world, everybody wants to be, the next big thing. And
Mm-hmm.
our churches have said, hey, it's not about us. Let's put aside that and let's be the unified church and partner together in this to serve our communities.
Mm-hmm.
And they really do. I mean, I brag about my partner churches anytime I'm talking to groups. Because they really do set themselves aside and say, what can we do for the community?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a weird feeling for me as the director to hear that from churches, but it's so humbling and so awesome. And I mean, just the whole sense of that word, to be able to help direct that and say, this is how we can serve the community. So sorry, turn the airplane mode off.
That's okay.
Let me turn that back on.
That's okay.
All right.
So how do you stay encouraged? Because I'm sure there are some days that
some days
are
hard.
They're heavy,
So, yes, some days are hard. And honestly, to stay encouraged, there's a lot of times I have to pull the curtain back and talk real with my interns. There are a lot to help me, and so I can get down pretty real with them. I mentioned my wife earlier. Lord bless her, because she hears all of it.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And she has her own work and her own burdens that we carry together. But if it wasn't for my volunteers and interns, and especially my wife, I wouldn't be able to stay grounded, because they constantly remind me of things like 1 John 4:7, where we need to stay rooted within love and moving forward and all the things.
Remembering our why.
Yes.
For sure.
One of my whys is always my kid. I mean, watching my kid grow up.
So he's 3?
Serving. Yeah, he's 3 now. He turned 3 back in January.
Yeah. How fun.
He's so fun, and he is all boy, but then seeing his all boy energy being put into pushing a cart of food across the hallway to go stock up this pantry or stock up these shelves or whatever is.
But he's learning service at a very young age. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's things that I don't even think about as service anymore.
Right.
But seeing him do it is, I mean, it's left me in tears more than once. Trying
Precious,
to hold that back now, actually thinking about it. But
yeah.
And seeing him get excited to go to the office with Daddy.
Good.
And it's just like, yeah, work, yay. But he's really excited to be able to get up there and to move the food bags around with me and to set out paperwork that's needed and all the things. So.
Well, then what of the families you've served, what have they helped to teach you about resilience?
That it's always possible. No matter how low or how far you've gotten, the Lord always has the door open for you. And there's always somebody there to help. Even when it doesn't feel like somebody's there, somebody's there to help. And it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah. What challenges do you see in the coming year?
Oh, in the coming year. Can I be real?
Absolutely.
We're a very small nonprofit. I mean, our whole entire operating budget is under 100,000. With that said, my biggest fear and challenge is not raising enough funds to meet that budget. And that's, I mean, I'm doing my best to steward it as well as I can. But there's always that fear of, is this grant going to come through? Are we going to make this amount of money we're expecting to make at this fundraiser? Those types of things. So
Yeah.
that's always my underlying fear on it is,
Yeah.
can we continue to operate? And
Yeah.
my prayer is yes, yes, we can, absolutely. But like I said, we're a very small organization, very, I like to say, homegrown organization.
Yeah. Grassroots.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so you're planning some fundraisers. What you mentioned, one coming up in March, or an
Yes.
event coming up in March.
An event coming up in
That
March.
that is a fundraiser, though.
Oh, absolutely. People
Okay.
are welcome to come play kickball and drop some money in a jar
Please,
for me.
please. Yeah. So do you have any other kind of like a gala or some sort of something?
Yeah, absolutely. This year on October 1st,
Okay.
will be our big annual fall fundraiser. I'm really excited about this year. We are actually looking at moving locations from where we've been having it the last couple of years because we've outgrown it.
Well, that's good.
Which is great.
That's good news.
But then there's that fear of, can it still come together, right?
Will it happen? Yeah.
But yeah, so I have that fundraiser coming up. If you want more information on that, honestly, I would say pay attention to Facebook and not our website.
And so what is it? Tell me what your fundraiser has been.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, what is that fundraiser?
Yeah. So it's our annual banquet.
Banquet. Okay.
We have a silent auction at it as well.
Okay.
Not to brag, last year I had several comments about they love that my silent auction items were reasonably priced.
Yeah.
So I don't
good.
I don't overprice my silent auction items just to make more money. I let you do that with your
Right.
bids.
But I know it's a lot of work to go out and
Oh,
solicit
absolutely.
things for that. I mean, so I'm sure you got volunteers that help coordinate. Does your gala, your fundraiser have a name? Does it called the Tri-Cities Ministries?
Tri-Cities Ministries Fall Banquet.
Fall banquet. Okay.
Fall banquet.
So you say it's going to be in a new venue, or
It will be. I don't have the venue
We don't
completely
know
locked
yet.
down yet.
Okay.
I've got it.
Well, you've
narrowed
got to come
down.
back. I mean, obviously, you've got to come back on the
Absolutely.
show and
Absolutely.
tell me when you have more information on that. If someone though out there needs help now, what is the first thing they should do where you're concerned?
Honestly, come and see us. Even if you're not in our area that we primarily serve, come and see us. Like I said earlier, I try not to let anybody leave empty-handed. Sometimes that really is saying, we can't help right now, but I know this organization can. I know this organization can. I've actually recently learned there are quite a few other organizations out there that use our resource sheets because we stay so up on top of
Good.
it all. So come and see us. We can find something
Yeah,
to help
yeah.
out.
So, and you would take monthly donors.
Yes.
Even just a little bit every month.
little bit helps.
And can that be set up through your website?
Yes.
Your aforementioned website.
That part of the website actually is set
Works
up well.
good. Okay. I'm just kidding.
That's the one part of the website I know how to go in, set up, operate, look at all my reports, all
Yeah.
the things. Yes, that one through the website is the easiest.
Right.
You can set up monthly donation, one-time donation, or even quarterly donations. If you're a quarterly person. There's this wonderful little graph I have on there that breaks down $3 can provide this, $10 can provide
Oh, I love
that.
that. Yeah.
I'm not going to try to recall that at
No,
the
sure.
moment, but it's there. But I tell everybody
Because you do have the ways to get things in bulk and buy things more economically. But
Absolutely.
yeah. So if folks want to donate, where do they take it? To St. Paul's Lutheran?
St. Paul Lutheran Church. The actual address is 1301 Hogan. Don't put that into the GPS. The GPS doesn't like that address. Put in
It
St.
might
Paul.
take you.
Yeah.
Who knows where it might take you?
And it does. Put in St. Paul Lutheran Church if you want to bring one to me. Otherwise, you're welcome to go online and go through the form there and fill it out for the donation. If it's like a food or even clothing or hygiene.
Do you have clothing as well?
Somewhat. One of our partner churches has a thrift store. And
Okay.
so when we receive donations of clothing, we hand it back to our thrift store. They partner with us. If somebody comes and sees us that needs clothing, we're able to say, hey, here's some vouchers to go get free clothing. And so
that's great.
we have a good little partnership there.
Well, I'm so encouraged to hear everything that you're doing through these 14 wonderful churches in the North Waco, Belmead area that are meeting the needs, actually providing the hands and the feet of Jesus as folks have needs to see those met. You are awesome. Thank you, Ryan,
Yes,
so much.
thank
And
you.
come back. Please come back.
Absolutely.
Because I'm just really so impressed by what you're doing to help
Thank you.
folks. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That was on airplane. That should not have
Stay
gone
with
off.
us. There's more of the show ahead.
Henny is back, and it's Truck Month at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get a new Ram 1500 Bone Start Crew Cab with $10,000 off or 0% financing, plus the best truck warranty in America at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Come by, let's be friends.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at keeps.com.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. I said I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.